welcome to another edition of Somerville Highlander girls basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15 as the Lady Highlanders today open up with their round one matchup in the Highlander Holiday Hoop Fest, the 15th annual Holiday Highlander Hoop Fest. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Braden Moriarty, and we'll be bringing you the action today as we look forward to this matchup between the Dracut Middies and the Highlanders of Somerville. Of course, coming into this game, Somerville with the 0-2 record, Braden.
Yep.
Dracut coming in at 1-1, but in talking to Coach O'Halloran, the head coach for the Lady Highlanders, before the game, very similar teams. Dracut a little bit more size, something to be concerned about for the Lady Highlanders, but he thinks it's going to be a very competitive game today. Looking forward to this round one matchup.
And that's what we can hope for, really, is a competitive game. You know, they want to get a good start in on the Hoop Fest. They had trouble against Medford. They had a lot of size too, but I think it'll be a closer game if they keep up the pesky D that they had going in the last game that they played here at the Field House. We've just got to see if they can keep up that intensity.
And we'll update exactly what happened in the other first round game on the girls' side as Hampshire Regional was defeated by Fontbonne Academy by the score of 62-50. So the winner of this game will be facing off against Fontbonne tomorrow evening, December 29th at 7 o'clock, and the loser will match up against Hampshire Regional, I should say, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 29th. So we're getting ready for basketball here. A heck of a matchup as we have another great holiday hoop fest here at Somerville High School. We'll have starting lineups for you right now.
Welcome to Somerville's Eugene Bruin Fieldhouse and the Highlander Hoop Fest. Tonight, your Somerville Highlanders will face the Middies of Dracut High School in round 2 of the girls' tournament. And the starting lineup for the Middies. Number 1, a senior, Julia Sanborn. Number 13, a senior, Emma Theobald. Number 15, a sophomore, Melissa Ayanuzo. Number 22, a senior, Rebecca Fisher. And number 23, a senior, Shay Lane. Dracut is coached by Mr. Peter Wicks. And now for your Somerville Highlanders. Starting at guard, a senior, number 2, Evelyn Ayala. Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 20, Jennifer Cremoni. Starting at forward, a senior, number 24, Brooke Mativier. Starting at center, a senior, number 12, Tamika Michael. And starting at guard, a sophomore, number 5, Melina Pimentel. The Highlanders are coached by Mr. Paul O'Halloran. Let's have a good game, everybody.
So there's our starting lineups for tonight's matchup between the Middies of Dracut and, of course, the Lady Highlanders of Somerville. Just looking at that starting lineup, of course, during last year's game, I remember Melina Pimentel, a phenomenal player throughout the season last year in her freshman year, starting, of course, this year as a sophomore. One of the co-captains on the team, Braden, along with Brooke Mativier. Brooke, of course, a tremendous outside shooter, really did not get to play all last season. She had a knee injury early in the year, missed most of the season last year, was able to come back late in the season and add a little bit more scoring punch to the Lady Highlanders. So as we look towards this matchup, I mentioned in the intro there that Coach O'Halloran, very interested to see how his young ladies handle the size that they come up against when they come up against Dracut tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be another tall order, excuse the pun, but Brooke got herself into foul trouble in the home opener against Medford. Let's see if she can stay away from that tonight, but they have to still keep up the D, but just play it safe.
So we're going to tip this game off as this first round of the Holiday Hoop Fest finishes off here with this matchup. Earlier in the day, by the way, on the boys' side, the Hampshire Regional Raiders were defeated by the Somerville Highlander boys by the score of 63-28. So the Highlander boys will go on to face the Burke Bulldogs on tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Tip is controlled by Dracut. As Thibodeau has it, she is trapped immediately. Cremoni comes away with the steal, feeds it up to Pimentel. Pimentel will kick it out. And that is controlled there by Ayala. Down to Pimentel. Pimentel with the baseline drive. She's fouled there, though. So immediate foul there for the Lady Highlanders.
And Pimentel really impressed me in the first game that we saw here at the field house. She was all over the floor, diving for balls, really causing headaches in transition. Hopefully she can keep that up.
There's Matevier with her first shot from the outside. It's no good. And there was Melina Pimentel right inside, causing that ball to be off of Dracut. They weren't able to control the rebound, so Somerville will maintain possession here.
There's the hustle I was talking about. She's got plenty of that.
Pimentel gets it into Aya. And Cremoni works it back to Pimentel on the right wing. She'll look for what to do with it there. She feeds it inside to Michael. Shot by Tamika is no good. Dracut comes away with the rebound, and Thibodeau will bring it up floor.
I like what she was thinking about working it into the post. That was something that they did not do against Medford.
See how Dracut sets up offensively. They try to drive it in from the left wing, pulling it back out though. It's Melissa Iannozo. It goes down to the inside to Julia Sandburn, back out to Thibodeau. Thibodeau no good from three. Fight for the rebound underneath. And the Lady Highlanders come away with it as Matevier will bring it across midcourt.
Evelyn calling out a play here, trying to set up the spacing for the offense.
She tries to get the pass down to Matevier on the left block. Well defended down there. Dracut will come away with it. Thibodeau steps in, takes the shot, no good. Offensive board underneath for the Middies as Melissa Iannuzo comes away with it.
You can already see that Dracut's plan here in the early going is just try to feed number 13, Thibodeau. She seems to be the one who they trust with the ball in her hands to shoot, so we're going to have to watch her and see how she progresses.
The foul was against Melina Pimentel. That's her first of the contest, also the Lady Highlanders first. So Iannuzo misses that first one. Second free throw is no good as well. Rebound is fought for, out of bounds, off of Dracut. Lady Highlanders will get it. We're scoreless here, the opening of the game. A holiday hoop fest here at Somerville High School. As Evelyn fields it off to Matevier, over to Pimentel. Pimentel with a left-handed dribble. She gets tied up though and gets called for the travel. She dribbled into a crowd there.
Yeah, knocked off her dribble. There's nothing she could really do there. I thought she might have been able to draw a foul, but apparently the refs aren't so giving so early. Not in the holiday mood, I guess.
Yep. Rebecca Fisher has the ball for the Middies. Feeds it over to the right wing. Iannuzo trying to get inside. She gets called.
Ooh, throwing an elbow or a forearm. A forearm shiver, Todd.
Leading with the arm, can't do that.
No, unless you're playing football.
So that's going to be the second team foul against the Middies. Still scoreless, 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Pimentel sets the offense. Cremoni with it at the top of the key, feeds it to Matevier, who drives in, tries the runner. It gets blocked though by Iannuzo. Dracut though turns the ball over again. Cremoni kicks it out.
Ooh.
Evelyn with the shot, no good. Cremoni gets the rebound, looking for the bounce, no good. Bounces right off the top of the head of Thibodeau, out of bounds. It'll be the Lady Highlanders' ball. So we have a timeout on the floor. Dracut will take that timeout as Coach Peter Witz wants to talk to his young ladies.
You got to like what you see out of Jennifer Cremoni so far early on here. She's got a crowd cheering her on right behind us, and she's come out ready to play, which has been nice. She got the ball down there pretty easily, was looking for an offensive rebound, got it, but unfortunately the ball went out of bounds. You keep that up, and we might have something cooking here.
No doubt about that. Lots of activity in terms of the boards for the Lady Highlanders. With that size disadvantage that they have, it's very important that they're very active on the boards, that they're getting good positioning as well, and that's exactly what Jen did in that situation where she was able to get the offensive board.
Crash the boards, follow up your shots, try to look for second chance points. That's how you're going to rack them up here, especially with the size that Dracut seems to possess. Now, although they haven't really shown it, the speed of Somerville is really going to be what gets them going.
it's those basics that we're talking about. Following up your shot, getting good positions. It's also, and that hustle out there. It's exactly what Coach O'Halloran was talking about pregame in terms of what he wanted to see his team doing. Just playing, play that basic game. Know exactly how to play that game. Play the game as basically as you can, as well as you can, and as hard as you can.
Fundamentals, baby.
Pimentel inbounds it to Matevier. Matevier's shot is no good. Rebound comes to Dracut as Thibodeau is going to clear it out. Feeds it up court to the right wing. Driving to the inside. Shot is up and no good. As Pimentel comes back with the rebound. She'll force the action forward.
There you go.
Now Evelyn with the ball. She'll set the offense.
Going for a reset here, which is nice. But they still try to work it down to the wing over to Pimentel. Oh, nice
skip
cross
pass. Matevier with the three-pointer, no good. Good positioning on the weak side, though, for the Lady Highlanders, but couldn't come away with the ball.
Evelyn got her hand on it, but she just couldn't control it, which is too bad because she's really been throwing herself around out there. Got to appreciate that effort.
Thibodeau breaks the pressure, feeds it down to Sanborn. Sanborn's shot is good. And that opens the scoring as Dracut takes the 2-0 lead. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play.
Yeah. Somerville wasn't able to get it down to the post, but on the other side, it seems like they are.
Nice pass by Cremone as she spins around, feeds it, and the bucket is good. Tie ball game here, 2-2. Dracut able to get back behind the defense. Somerville a little slow getting back defensively there. Gives up the easy bucket to the Middies.
Yeah, that's 2 possessions right in a row where they haven't gotten back all the way back on defense, and it's hurt them.
Cremone gets it. She'll feed it off to Matevier. Matevier with the shot. It hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Another tie ball game, 4-4 here with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Quickly back the other direction. Sanborn tries the runner on the right-hand side. No good. Matevier gets the rebound.
There we go. Brooks working both ends. Ooh.
Brooks' shot is no good, though. Rebound is fought for, comes off of Somerville, I believe.
Oh, I disagree with that call. I think that's white ball. That's white ball. I was correct. See? Thought
You're all right, Braden. Everybody just needs to listen to you.
Look, I'm 4 out of 5 on the replays as of so far this season. I just missed one, which was really could have gone either way. But I gave it to them.
It was a 50-50 call.
It was a 50-50. Look at this.
Evelyn trying the shot there, no good. Sanborn able to step in and get the rebound. Thibodeau once again controlling the offense. Three-pointer is up. It is no good. Sanborn with the rebound. There you see that height advantage, but she's able to get the board, go back up for the shot. She's fouled there.
Tamika wasn't able to box her out. She tried as best as she could, but that ball seemed to bounce right to number 1. Good fight down low for that ball, but Dracut was able to come away with it. Dracut's been able to get back in transition and set up their offense very, very quickly. I don't know if that's the game plan, but it seems to be working for them.
Sanborn at the line shooting 2. That foul went against Jennifer Cremone. That's her first. Second team foul on the Lady Highlanders. As checking into the game now for the Lady Highlanders is Kylie Johnson as well as Love Linnaeus.
Love had a good game against Medford. She was a sub that came in and played some meaningful minutes. Was able to spark a little bit of a run, which was good.
Sanborn's second shot is good, so she makes 1 of 2, giving the Middies the lead 5-4. Gala brings it across. She'll kick it off to the right wing. Cremone has it at the top of the key. Thought about going inside to Michael. Instead, fires it off to the right wing. Ayala gets in there into the middle. Got lost in the middle of the trees down there and ended up traveling with the ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one to crack when you drive into the key and you get collapsed on like that. 3 people, you got to look to kick that ball out to the perimeter and hope some of your shooters can start hitting some shots.
Miranda Melanson checks into the game. Melanson, I should say, checks into the game for the Lady Highlanders. Three-pointer is no good from the right corner.
Oh.
Dracut able to get the board. Putback is no good, and that putback is good. So Dracut takes the 3-point lead, 7-4. And an inbounds error there as Somerville was trying to inbound the ball. She stepped across the line, I believe Melanson did. So that's going to give the ball right back to Dracut now with that 3-point lead. So they feed the ball right down to the right block. And that's going to be a travel as Shay Lane gets called for that traveling on the right block.
Well, this ref is definitely inserting herself into the game early. Seems to have a happy whistle, but you know, it's about the fundamentals here. You can't make inbound errors. That's something that Coach O'Halloran can't be happy about. Coming
out defensively there is Melissa Iannuzo as she fouls Melanson. That's going to be the third team foul and the second personal foul on Iannuzo. Ayala gets the screen, feeds it back to Love. Love driving into the paint, using athleticism, a little skip step, no good though. Good positioning by Jen Cremone there.
Oh, getting a little heated down low. Cremone fighting for that ball. I don't think the Dracut player liked that much. Oh, nice shot.
And checking right into the game, making her presence felt is Kiara Correa. And she gets the bucket, makes it a 1-point game. Lady Highlanders extending their defense full court. Middies able to break that pressure, but Somerville looks like they're trying to come away with the steal, and they do as Correa comes away with the ball.
Full court press works out. Oh, come. Oh, disagree. I disagree on that one. She was over. She was well over the half-court line on that, but they call it on Love. Give the ball back to Dracut.
Going to say Love didn't establish both feet across mid-court, I guess. Looked like it was really close on that one. So Dracut now with the ball once again. Emily Tierney works it to the inside. Shot is up, no good. Not many Lady Highlanders there to fight for the rebound, although they're able to steal the ball away. So Ayala gets it up forward to Love.
Traveling call on Love.
You see the scramble for the ball here that the Lady Highlanders came away with there.
That's what they were doing last game, and they're keeping it up through the first round of the Holiday Hoop Fest. Ball hawking. You like to see that, get your hands in, try to get the ball, try to force it out. Make those passes tough.
Minute 20 remaining in the period. As Thibodeau's shot is no good. Weak side rebound goes to Sanborn. Sanborn can't get free for the shot though. Defended well there, and Linnaeus comes away with the ball.
Love's got to get it over the half-court line. There she goes.
Pimentel's going to set the offense. Feeds it off to Correa. Correa dribbles in towards the lane, kicks it back to Melanson. Melanson's shot is no good from 3. Sanborn comes away with the rebound for Dracut, and she is fouled down low. So that's going to be foul on, I believe, Melina Pimentel. So that's going to be her second personal foul, I think.
She seems surprised by that call, just as I am. I don't think she was one of the ones that was closest on that, but okay.
So Pimentel gets her second personal. That's the third team foul against the Lady Highlanders as they trail by 1 here, 7-6 with 52 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
You gotta like what you see out of Kiara coming off the bench, number 4. As we, I don't know what that was, but Kiara came in late. We expected to see her a lot earlier in the Medford game, but she's out here early in the first quarter. Oh.
Foul down low, away from the ball, as Miranda Melanson gets called for that foul away from the ball. That's going to be her first personal foul, 4th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Inbounds goes to Sanborn on the right block. She uses that size, and she's able to put it up against the glass and in. Score is now 9-6, 34 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, if Melanson's going to have to cover Sanborn, that's going to be a tough matchup. She's got a few inches on her.
There's Emily Sabatino with the ball. She fed it off to Linnaeus, back to Sabatino. There's Correa. Nice shot by Correa. Makes it a 1-point game again. Dracut quickly down floor, as you pointed out earlier, Braden.
Yep.
Sanborn once again with the offensive board. Misses the first putback, makes the second putback, and that's that size that Coach O'Halloran was so concerned about.
Yeah,
As the end of the period arrives, the half-court shot by Love Linnaeus is no good, so that's going to be an 11-8 period as the Lady Highlanders trail by that 3 points after the first period of play. But a very close game, as Coach O'Halloran said it would probably be today throughout that first quarter of play.
Yeah, you know, and they came out guns a-blazing. They hit a couple of shots. You got to like that. They've been pesky on defense as we wanted them to be, persistent. They just have to get back in transition because Dracut's been able to get back, set up their offense, establish position down low. It's really tough to box out and get rebounds if they're already set up shop down there. So you got to see if they can get back on defense a little bit better, and you want to see if you can get Brooke more involved taking shots from the outside.
No doubt about that. We just saw a nice replay of that basket, the last basket of the quarter for the Lady Highlanders, as Correa was able to put that one home. Nice ball movement there on that play. Correa able to find the open jumper.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. What's one thing that I noticed with Somerville so far this year is the spacing and being able to get the ball around the perimeter. They do it very, very quickly. You'd like to see them be able to move it down low just for a little change of pace, but if they're hitting shots from the outside, that works too.
So we'll open out the second quarter of play with the Lady Highlanders trailing by 3, 11-8. Dracut will inbounds at midcourt. Comes to Thibodeau, defended by Linnaeus. Love a very good one-on-one defender, and that is exactly what she does. Uses her great foot speed and her ability to stay in front of Thibodeau, and the 5-second call is made, so the turnover there for the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, right on cue. Gotta love that Love knew what to do there on defense. She's a great on-ball defender, and let's see if she can do something on the offensive end.
So they feed the ball down to Tamika Michaels. Tamika kicks it back out to Love. Love with the runner, no good. And Correa was trying to get position on the weak side. Got over the back, I believe.
Somerville already with 5 fouls so far in the half, so they really have to watch it. They got into foul trouble early against Medford. You don't want to see that happen again. So they got to play good D, tight D, but, you know, clean D.
Sabatino there providing the four-court pressure. Dracut able to break it, though. The runner from the right-hand side is good for Iannuzzo. Makes the score 13-8. So Dracut has the lead here. Love just couldn't quite control that one. Lost control of the ball. Turned over to Iannuzzo, who feeds it off for the shot from the right block. I believe that's Shay Lane who put that shot up. It's no good, however, it was out of bounds off of the Lady Highlanders, so Dracut maintains possession. It's Thibodeau open from the left corner, and she puts it home for 3. Makes it an 8-point game, 16-8.
Yeah, just a little bit of a misstep there, not covering the corner 3, and that seems like that's her shot.
Sabatino that time will feed it in, try to get it the entry pass to Michael. It's knocked away though. Dracut once again running as the shot is up, no good for Lane. She gets her own board. Fighting inside is Iannuzzo now. And she's going to get fouled as she put that one up. That's going to go once again against Kiara Correa. That's her second personal foul. That's a 16 foul against the Lady Highlanders here in the first half of play.
Yeah, you know, you can't have the loose balls go Dracut's way every single time, and the only way that you get position on that is if you can get back on D. They've been able to make some pretty good hay by running in transition, and they've figured out that you can drive on Somerville and drive it into the key, and it doesn't seem to be much of a defensive presence down there.
Big substitutions here by the Lady Highlanders as Evelyn Alea as well as Jen Cremone coming into the game. Also coming into the game is Gabby Vieira. Second shot is good. Makes the score 17-8, a 9-point lead for Dracut. As Gabby Vieira has it on the right wing, feeds it up to the top of the key. The three-pointer is no good by Evelyn. And the long rebound comes out to Thibodeau.
Here.
She stepped just over the out-of-bounds line.
I know I'm supposed to play the homer, but I don't think she did.
I'm not totally sure about that either, but definitely will take it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they can't all go Dracut's way, can
Exactly. Exactly.
they? Let me ask you a question. Have you figured out what a midi is yet?
I'm not totally sure what a midi is.
I think I have a clue because I just saw on the back of the jerseys for Dracut, they have a little anchor. I think it's short for midshipman.
It might very well be, as a matter of fact. I was thinking that myself when I saw the anchor earlier when they were inbounding right at the beginning of this quarter, as a matter of fact, right in front of us.
Yeah, it's a really cool feature on their jerseys. Somerville got new jerseys this year as well, but I kind of like the powder blue, the little North Carolina thing going for Dracut.
So with 6:16 remaining in the first half, Somerville trailing by 9. They trailed by 3 at the end of the first quarter. Dracut on a 6-0 run here to open out the second quarter of play to give them that 9-point lead, 17-8. Somerville with the ball though, as Matevier has it.
Oh, broke with the
Crossover.
Yeah.
Cremoni goes down to Tamika Michael. Michael with a beautiful shot there. Good positioning there. Nice look by Cremoni, and that's the first 2 points of the quarter for the Lady Highlanders. Makes it 17-10.
Excellent look down low, getting Tamika involved. Oh,
Iannuzzo looking at that three-pointer. She eyed it for a while. She took it. She missed it. Thibodeau with the 3. No good as well. Long rebound comes out to Evelyn. We'll give it to Cremoni. The Lady Highlanders look to cut into the 7-point lead. Brooke Matevier has it. She'll kick it back to the top of the key.
Evelyn with a good shot, but Tamika with the rebound.
Put back is no good. Gabby Vieira fighting for that rebound. It'll go out of bounds off of Dracut.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but Cremoni has talent and a penchant for throwing no-look passes. She's done a couple of them so far this game that I've noticed, and she seems to know where to place the ball, and she's getting, her and Evelyn have a very good rapport as far as knowing where each other are in the court.
And there is Evelyn, and she drives it towards the bucket, but Sanford right there to stop, or Sanborn, I should say, right there to stop her and block the ball. Ooh, and there's the shot, no good. Looking around for the penalty, or the foul, I should say, with Shea Lane. No call there. So back the other direction are the Lady Highlanders. And Cremoni gets called for the travel. As she stutter stepped, she looked like she wanted to fire off one of those passes, but realized that it probably would not have been a good idea and took that extra step.
2 of the middies got back down low, but they couldn't make anything out of it.
And the shot there by the middies is no good. Cremoni comes away with the rebound. She'll kick it over to Matevier. Matevier looking to break open. She's got that shot. No good, though. It's one of her favorite shots. She likes to do the crossover from the right to the left and come up with a jumper. As Dracut. Ooh! Good drive down into the paint. A nice dish down low as Kayla Gooch gets fouled as she takes the shot.
Good, clean, hard foul, making sure that she couldn't get the 2 points there.
There's the look over to Gooch on the replay. There's Jen Cremoni with that foul. That's going to be her second personal, 7th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. As Melanson checks back into the game for the Lady Highlanders, as well as Emily O'Regan.
Tamika and Cremoni go out. This is an interesting lineup. I like this. Got a lot of speed out there.
Second free throw is up, bounces around and home for Gooch. Score is 18-10, Dracut leading. 4:20 remaining in the first half. Small lineup out there for Coach O'Halloran's Lady Highlanders. As Evelyn gets called for the travel. Move the pivot foot there, they say.
Yeah, the Lady Highlanders are looking for passes, but they're not committing to them. And then they're starting to rethink them as before they throw them, and then all of a sudden, the pivot foot's up.
Is Evelyn able to knock that one away out of bounds off the Lady Highlanders. So the middies will be inbounding. The inbound goes to Gooch. Gooch with the right-handed drive into the paint. Shot is up, no good. Rebound being fought for. Down to the ground is Melanson. Fighting for it with Sanborn. We have a jump ball situation, and on the alternating possession, Dracut will maintain possession.
You know, I had this conversation with Jeff when we were calling the game last week. How do you feel about the possession arrow? Me personally, I hate the thing.
I think the jump ball does provide quite a bit more excitement. And I think the officials are discussing something because I think Dracut started this quarter with the ball, so shouldn't the possession arrow be Somerville's?
See, and we're all discombobulated here. We don't know because of this stupid possession arrow. And now we have to go over and have a whole conference. We have to talk it out. I'm sure forms are being filled out about this.
In triplicate.
Of course.
And forms have been filled out and decided that Dracut will maintain possession.
I'd like a recount.
No doubt about that. As the inbounds off of Thibodeau's hand, she couldn't control it. Somerville comes away with it. Mativier almost got the pocket pick, but she's able to get the pass off to Evelyn. Her pass, though, looking to the left block, was no good as it was knocked out of bounds. Dracut will get possession on the turnover.
Good idea to try to get O'Regan involved, but she wasn't able to control that pass or get up to it. Just a little bit upstairs.
So we have a timeout on the floor here. So the Lady Highlanders trailing 18-10. See some of the Somerville Highlander boys players there. So they came away victorious today. A good win for the Highlanders as they moved their record to 4-0 on the season with a big 63-28 win over the Hampshire Regional Raiders, setting themselves up with a big championship matchup in the first annual Male Highlander Holiday Hoop Fest.
Well, you know what? As this quarter winds down here and we get down to the end of the first half, you'd like to see a little less sloppiness in the transitions for Somerville, and you want to see a little bit more of a commitment to the fundamentals because they've let a lot of easy baskets happen, and that's why they find themselves down 8 so far.
Had it close at the end of the first quarter, trailing by 3. Dracut was able to come out and extend the lead, opening out the second quarter of play, and they've been doing it by getting down floor. Somerville having a difficult time getting back defensively. Somerville extends their defense to full court. Middies able to break that pressure though. So they fire it over to the left wing. Baseline drive. Shot is up and it is good. As Aaron McMiniman able to get that one home.
That's a lot of M's. McMiniman. It's fun to say though.
It is fun to say. 10-point lead now for Dracut as Gabby Vieira has the ball. Feeds it off to O'Regan. Shot is no good. And after the shot on the ground, or on the floor they're going to call it, so it was after the shot, Evelyn was fouled, so the Lady Highlanders will get the ball out of bounds after the foul by Gooch for Dracut. That is the 4th team foul on Dracut, so the Lady Highlanders not in the bonus yet. The inbounds tipped away. Sanborn comes away with it. And she is fouled. That foul is going to be called against Emily O'Regan.
Yeah, they had Sanborn trapped on her end of the court and trying to force the ball out, but unfortunately got a little too rough with the stuff, and they called the foul.
Called for the reach in there. That's going to be the 8th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Going to the line for 1-1 is Sanborn. 10-point lead for the Middies. Love Linnaeus coming into the game for the Lady Highlanders as Brooke Matevier will take a seat.
Just to close out the half here, it'd be really good to try to draw some fouls of their own down at this end of the floor.
Sanborn's first free throw is good.
And by this end, I mean my end, which is the opposite end from where they're playing currently. Sorry about that.
I knew what you meant.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Todd. I didn't, but
here.
I'm glad
I'm
you
here
did.
for you.
Okay. Appreciate that, buddy.
Sanborn's second shot is up. It is no good. Got a lane violation, though, called. Apparently, one of the Lady Highlanders had her foot on the line. So Sanborn now will have a second opportunity. And she puts this one home.
Well, Tamika's going to do the inbounding. I like this.
Let's go, White.
So Love running the point now for the Lady Highlanders, trailing by 12, 22-10, 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the half. Tamika rotated out to the top of the key, back to Love. And Love's going to get called for the double dribble there.
Inadvertent. You can see that she was trying to make something happen there. I like the fact that Tamika can work at the top of the key. That really gives them a good look and a different look than you see from most teams.
No doubt about that. As you get that size out to the perimeter, it also forces the size defensively for Dracut away from the basket.
And hopefully open some stuff up in the lanes. We haven't seen them take advantage of that yet, but you know, it could be there later on.
So foul is going to be called against the Lady Highlanders. It's their 9th team foul, so at the line shooting 2 will be Ayanuzo. First one is no good. That foul went against Tamika Michael. That's going to be her first foul.
I don't know how you're keeping track of all this. This is awesome. I'm just trying to pay attention to see who scores.
Second free throw is good. I appreciate that. Thank you, Braden.
Wow.
It's a 13-point lead for the Middies. The Lady Highlanders have the ball here. Kylie Johnson feeds it off to Sabatino. Sabatino will kick it out to O'Regan. Tries a skip pass, which is grabbed by Ayanuzo. Her layup attempt is no good, so coming back the other direction is Love Linnea. She feeds it forward to Sabatino, too far though, and it's stolen away there by Shay Lane.
You like the aggressive attitude, but you got to keep the ball under control.
Dracut now with the ball as Emily Tierney defended by Love Linnea. Now Ayanuzo out on the left wing, a little shake and a little bake. Looks like she shook and she baked too much.
She burnt it.
She burnt it. Burnt that shake and bake.
Oh, man. That's a shame. You hate to see something like that. Could have been delicious chicken, too. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm taking it that far, but I am.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Just under 2 minutes left in the half. Lady Highlanders trailing by 13, 23-10.
Yeah, with the final 2 minutes here, I'd like to see Sabatino get a little more involved on the offensive side. She did a very good job against Medford.
Drive to the basket there by Kylie Johnson. She gets fouled. It's going to go against Ayanuzo. We see the replay as Kylie Johnson going towards the hole. Ayanuzo there with the hand and the hack.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
First shot by Kylie is good.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about fundamentals. There's nothing more fundamental than hitting your free throws. That's what Medford was able to do against Somerville and was able to pull away that way. So, you know, getting to the line down here, especially against the bigger team, would really help Somerville out right now.
Johnson's second shot is up. Rolls no good. Sanborn comes away with the rebound. She had good positioning against Tamika down low, and Tamika ends up fouling her. So we'll take the long walk to the other end as Sanborn will go to the line. She'll be shooting 2 as that was the 10th team foul against the Lady Highlanders, the second personal foul against Tamika Michael.
Yeah, they're doubling up the Middies in fouls so far in the half, and also more than doubling them up on the scoreboard now. It's going the wrong way both ways.
Lady Highlanders able to get 8 points in the first quarter of play, only 3 points so far here in the second quarter, a minute 42 remaining in the second quarter. Sandberg's first shot is no good. Second free throw coming here for Sanborn. Second shot bounces out as well, but the offensive board for Shay Lane as she puts it home, and it's a 14-point lead for the Middies.
Yeah, that'll ruin your second chance points. You gotta make sure you box out at that.
Ooh. As Alea Evelyn takes a shot there that's blocked out of bounds. So Somerville will maintain possession.
See if Coach O'Halloran has something coming out of the a play coming out of this.
Gets it to Sabatino. Sabatino kicks it out to Correa. Correa with the runner, and it's good. As Kiara Correa with 6 points on the game so far, the leading scorer for the Lady Highlanders.
Keep feeding Kiara. She's got the hot hand. Ooh.
As there is Shaylane once again with a little hook action from the right block for 2.
Yeah, established her point up in the post. Was able to just turn and hit the hook.
Evelyn trapped down in the right corner. She's able to get it out to Tamika Michael. Michael with the shot. It's no good. Sabatino, though, able to come away with the rebound for the Lady Highlanders. Tried to feed the ball to Correa, but Correa got stepped right in front of by McMiniman. McMiniman back the other direction, feeds it off to Lane, and Lane puts it up and in.
Yeah, I think the Highlanders are getting too hung up on watching their man on this side.
As Sabatino goes in, forces the contact, will go to the line looking to make 2 free throws.
When you get back on D, it's always important to make sure that you get in front of the ball carrier. And whoever's handling the ball, keep them in front of you as much as you can.
See Brooke Matevier there about to check in for the Lady Highlanders. First free throw by Sabatino is good. There's the drive by Sabatino. She gets that foul against Sanborn. That is Sanborn's second personal foul, the 6th team foul against Dracut. Only 30 seconds remaining here in the half, though. Sabatino's second shot is good. So Matevier will now come in for Sabatino. So Lady Highlanders defending the inbounds. Evelyn giving up the body there. Knocking it out of bounds, not able to control it though. Dracut maintains possession.
You gotta love that commitment though, diving for the ball. She almost had that one.
As Thibodeau now with the ball. Her pass.
Oh,
Over
no
to the
walk.
left wing, looked like a little bit of a travel there. And now multiple sliding across the floor. I'm not totally sure if they changed the traveling rule or not.
Yeah, unless we're playing the Globetrotters all of a sudden.
Dracut continuing with the offensive boards there. Nice job by Tamika Michaels getting in there, getting her hands in there and tying that ball up on the alternating possession. The Lady Highlanders will get the ball with 2.4 seconds remaining here in the half.
See, now I always like that possession arrow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great thing for basketball.
It's the best thing ever in the history of basketball. Is the long pass finds no one there, so we will go to the half with the Lady Highlanders trailing by 14, 29-15 against the Lady Middies of Dracut. We are going to the halftime here with that 14-point deficit for the Lady Highlanders. You are watching Somerville Lady Highlander basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15. And we are back here for second half action as the Middies of Dracut are leading the Lady Highlanders by the score of 29-15. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Braden Moriarty as we begin the second half of action. Dracut will have the ball with that 14-point lead. We'll get you the starters, but Thibodeau with the three-pointer from the left wing. She starts the scoring for the Lady Middies with that three-pointer. As Dracut will get called for the foul. Loose ball there, trying to steal the ball away, I should say, away from Evelyn. But Dracut getting called for the foul.
Yeah, Hines got a little too over-ambitious there.
So that foul goes against Valerie Hines. Melina Pimentel with the ball, trying to break the pressure from Dracut as Iannuzzo tries to steal it but couldn't quite get it back from going out of bounds, so the Lady Highlanders will keep possession.
Yeah, Drake comes out here Pistons firing, really crashing the ball on D. You want to see if Highlanders can respond to that. One of the big things that we saw in the first half, we haven't really seen so far. That'd be helpful.
So here we get the ball across mid-court for the Lady Highlanders, and it's an immediate jump ball as they tied it up on the floor. Jen Cremone along with Shaylane tying it up. Lady Highlanders will get the ball on the alternating possession.
Told you, I love that possession arrow.
It's our favorite thing.
Yeah.
Now I don't like it very much. It's going the other direction.
Oh, stupid possession arrow. Never liked it.
Thing. As Matevier takes the three, it's no good. Cremone crashing the boards, can't control it though. And Dracut comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, like I was going to say, that's one thing that the Highlanders have to do this half is really look for the rebounds. You have to come in, instead of just watching the ball come off the rim, you got to crash the boards. Move your feet while you're looking at it.
Shea Lane able to make the backdoor cut there for the layup. Dracut now with the 19-point lead as Metivier drives the lane. Left-handed runner, no good. Sanborn comes away with the rebound. She's fouled. And that foul is going to go against Metivier. That's going to be her first personal foul, the first team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Dracut once again moving the ball down floor very, very quickly. They've done that throughout this entire game. It's been very effective for them. And with the shot with Shea Lane, she was fouled though, so she'll go to the line shooting 2 as that foul goes against Brooke Metivier. She quickly picks up 2 fouls here to open out the second half of play. Those are the first 2 team fouls against the Lady Highlanders here in the second half. First shot by Lane is no good.
Yeah, Brooke was able to stay out of foul trouble in the first half, but doesn't do you any good if you can't pick up 2 quickies. Right there in the second half with less than a minute off the clock. Well, a little over a minute off the clock.
Lane's second free throw is up. Rolls home. Makes it a 20-point game, 35-15. As Metivier goes 3/4 court, trying to get the shot underneath. Cremoni had a nice pass there to Evelyn, but Evelyn could not quite get the shot home, but she is fouled.
Cremoni made a nice play down low getting that ball. That's what I'm talking about. You got to be able to crash the boards, get your second chance points. Even if they have the height on you, if you get the position, you're going to get that foul call, which is definitely helpful.
Very helpful. Sanborn picks up her 3rd personal foul of the contest. Metevier's jumper is no good, and they'll feed it forward to Iannuzzo. Drives in with the right-handed runner, no good. Defended well by Brooke Metivier there. And we have a tied ball situation on the floor. Melina Pimentel fighting with Iannuzzo there for the ball. On the alternating possession,
which we hate.
Dracut will maintain possession.
Yeah, man, that possession arrow, man.
Worst thing ever.
I can't believe it's still part of the game.
I can't either.
I know. It's just something that we're going to have to deal with, I guess.
Well. As Lane puts up the shot, no good. Offensive board there. Martinez had it, but was tied up by the Lady Highlanders, so alternating possession, the Lady Highlanders. That's a great rule.
A great rule. Love the possession arrow. Really, brings some fairness to the game.
Feeds Pimentel down floor. She looks for Cremoni on the right block. Kicks it back out to Jen for the right wing jumper, no good. And underneath, once again, we have the alternating possession jump ball. This will go to Dracut. What a stupid rule.
Don't understand it. I really don't understand why they haven't abolished it from the game.
Just have a jump ball, for goodness sake.
Seriously. What is this, the Dark Ages?
Must be, as Iannuzzo brings it across mid-court, kicks it off to Lane. Lane with the shot, no good, but she is fouled. I believe they're going to get Melanson with that foul.
Yeah, we're starting to see that as the game goes on, the tempo is wearing on both teams. A lot of fouls called in the first 2 minutes of the game, second half here. We already got up to 5.
5 fouls, 3 on the Lady Highlanders, 2 on the Lady Middies. That is Melanson's second personal as well. Didn't see a lot of Melina Pimentel in the first half. Foul trouble was the reason for that. She picked up 2 early fouls in that half. Out on the floor right now, definitely though.
I'd like to see if we can get her going. She really knows how to bring the ball up the court and get other people involved. And she's great on the defensive end.
Well, we're going to put a little focus into this situation here. There it is.
We are not the two to do that.
As Cremoni driving into the lane, a blocking foul is going to be called. It's going to go against Martinez. That's a 3rd team foul against Dracut now.
Things are starting to get a little more physical as we start the second half here. And now we have some more confusion happening.
Looked like Cremoni was going up for a shot there, but they're going to call it a foul on the floor, so no shots there for Jen Cremoni.
I disagree with that call. She was definitely in the act of shooting. I think she might be in cahoots with that possession arrow.
Coach O'Halloran very unhappy about it as well. As Love Linnaeus checked into the game. along with Kiera Correa. Inbounds came to Linnaeus, and there's Correa with the ball as well. Pimentel gets it, that left-handed dribble down the lane, underhanded runner, and it's good for 2.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Could have used a little bit more of that in the first half, but foul trouble did kind of limit Pimentel. So let's hope she gets it going here in the second.
And a steal there from Love Linnaeus. She'll feed it forward to Pimentel. Pimentel up with that left hand. No good on the layup, though. And ball is out of bounds off the Lady Highlanders, and the Lady Middies will inbounds.
Gotta like the hustle, though. Pimentel really changes the scope of the game when she gets out there.
As Dracut breaks the pressure. The jumper is no good. Lady Highlanders come away with the rebound by Jen Cremoni there. She's defended by Valerie Hines.
Good
nice look by Correa as Pimentel was cutting on the weak side, able to make the layup after that beautiful assist by Correa. Back the other direction quickly, though.
Oh, nice.
Is Dracut. We have another jump ball situation. Possession arrow goes to the Lady Highlanders' best rule in basketball.
So excellent. It really, really, really needs to be put into the Hall of Fame. It's one of those things that's just a concrete. I don't understand why they haven't used in the NBA.
I don't know why not. I really don't. It's perfect. Should never be changed.
No, absolutely not. Now we seem to be waiting for the ball.
Ah, there we go. We got the ball now.
Oh, that's helpful. It'll be hard to play the game without it.
That's true. That would just be basket.
Oh.
It was right there. I couldn't help
Yeah,
it.
I know.
As the entry pass goes to Cremoni. Cremoni's shot is no good. Dracut coming away with the rebound as Hines will bring it across midcourt. Shay Lane now with the ball. She's defended well there by Cremoni and Pimentel. And we have a whistle.
Still don't know. Believe it's a call on Blue.
It will be against Blue, as I believe it's going to go against Shay Lane. She picks up the fouls. Pimentel, using that hustle, was able to get good position with the ball. So Shay Lane called for the foul. That's the 4th team foul against the Lady Middies. First personal against Shay Lane.
Pimentel's really made her presence felt out here in the second half. She's been all over the floor, like we saw only a little bit in the first half, but if she can keep this up, the Highlanders can get back in this.
Love Linnaeus misses the three-pointer. It's out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Highlanders.
There you go.
You see that hustle play there.
Excellent court awareness, too, to not step out of the bounds while she was fighting for that ball.
Valerie Hines gets the ball across midcourt, goes up for the jumper, and it's good. Hines finding her own shot there, making it a 20-point game, 39-19. Pimentel feeds it off to Cremoni. They'll reset the offense at the top of the key with Love Linnaeus. Linnaeus drives down the right-hand side, puts up the runner. It's no good, but she's fouled. And once again, he's going to call it a non-shooting foul.
You gotta be kidding me, really?
I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, it was totally in the act of shooting. I don't know what else she has to do.
Not totally sure either. I'm sure Coach O'Halloran doesn't know either, as he's shaking his head there. We have a timeout on the floor. So the Lady Highlanders trail by 20, I should say, 39-19. When we come back from this timeout on the floor, I guess, we'll have an inbounds for the Lady Highlanders instead of a foul shooting situation. That is, of course, the 5th team foul against the Lady Middies. So getting close to the bonus for the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, and I think this is really going to come down to free throws to get Somerville back into this game. If they can hit some of them and try to force the issue a little bit, if you can score without time coming off the clock, better chance of making a comeback here.
Lady Highlanders doing a more effective job of getting back defensively. They really struggled with that in the first half. A lot of easy buckets for Dracut there on transition, just being able to beat the Lady Highlanders back down floor. Not seeing as much of that here in the second half, though. I think that was one of the core one of the core messages that Coach O'Halloran gave his team there at halftime.
Yeah, and one of the things that they've been able to do is maintain that defensive pressure, even in the half-court sets, which is good. They were looking for turnovers in transition, but oh, good pass.
Beautiful pass as Linnaeus cuts to the basket, gets fed from Pimentel in the inbounds for the 2. Long pass down floor. It's going to go out of bounds off of Dracut. Lady Highlanders will get the ball. There's that Dracut forcing the ball down floor. Lady Highlanders able to get back defensively, and we're able to get the turnover in that situation.
Hey, turnovers in transition, if you can get them, great. That's awesome. Definitely helps you out too.
Linnaeus will drive in from the left corner. Lost possession though. And Dracut now struggling to keep possession as Gooch stepped out of bounds. Turnover back to the Lady Highlanders.
Cremoni forced the issue down there, forced the ball handler out of bounds. Great move by Cremoni there. See if Pimentel can work the ball in like she did last time.
And they try the same thing pretty much, and Linnaeus gets the ball, fires it up. No good, but she was fouled. And she'll be shooting 2 in this situation.
What? No.
I believe that was in the act of shooting. Of course, that's the 3rd time I believed it's been in the act of shooting.
Well, you're bound to be right one time.
Yeah, even a blind chipmunk finds an acorn every now and again.
Yeah.
So Linnaeus at the line for 2.
You don't see too many blind chipmunks, though.
It's true.
They tend to wander out into traffic, I'm sure.
Linnaeus looking to cut into the lead a little further with her second free throw. She makes 2. And checking into the game will be Kylie Johnson for the Lady Highlanders, as Correa will take a seat.
Yeah, gotta like what you saw at Correa. Oh.
Love trying to get that inbounds defended. It's called for the reach-in. It's going to be her first personal foul. It's a 4th team foul against the Lady Highlanders here in the second half.
Gotta appreciate the effort, but that was a little too exuberant there. Full court pressure again.
Lady Highlanders applying that pressure. Lady Middies turning the ball over as she stepped out of bounds, trying to get position for that pass, but did not reestablish positioning back inbounds is what the call was. So a big turnover there, back to the Lady Highlanders. They cut the 20-point lead down to 16, looking to cut it to 14, or possibly even 13 if they're able to score in this possession. Linnaeus driving down the lane. Nice play there. Her athleticism and speed with that first step really making a difference here in the second half.
Yeah, Love's also a soccer player. Very good one at that. Scored 10 goals this season.
Back the other direction, Shay Lane able to get the bucket for the Lady Middies. Pimentel will bring it, gets the screen from Cremoni. And that is good, and she'll go to the line for the old school 3-point play.
Love it. Gotta like that.
Great play by Pimentel. She was driving down the lane. She loves to make that drive down the left-hand side of the lane. Very effective with the left hand as well. Gets the foul and at the line to shoot 1.
If you can use your left hand, especially at this age, it gives you a huge, huge leg up in the competition.
You can see from her free throw, she is a natural righty, but loves to drive down the left-hand side of the lane and put that ball up with that left-handed runner. So the old school 3-point play is good. Dracut trying to move the ball up floor quickly again, turns the ball over. Somerville now with the ball.
I like it. Highlanders making a run here.
Lady Highlanders down by 14. They trailed by as many as 20 here in this quarter. 2:20 remaining in the quarter. So 3-pointer is up. It is no good from the right wing. Long rebound comes out to Iannuzo. Iannuzo running the floor for the Lady Middies. She drives it inside, puts it up and in. I think Melina was thinking about how many fouls she had at that point in time. Feeds Tamika Michaels down in the post. No good on the turnaround though. Dracut comes away with the rebound. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. As Hines drives the right-hand side of the lane, her shot is no good, but the putback is good by Martinez.
Yeah, size. Oh.
Hines tries to sneak in there and steal the ball away, but knocks it out of bounds back to the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, the lack of size caught up to Somerville there. Dracut was able to pull down the offensive rebound as they've been able to do on a lot of possessions so far this game. Hopefully we can turn the speed around and use that to their advantage.
Lovelinius checks out of the game, checking back in. It's Evelyn Alea. It's Pimentel.
Looking
to go coast to coast. Could not quite finish with that left hand, though. As Sanborn comes away with the rebound. Dracut back now the other direction. They'll feed it back out to Hines on the left wing. She'll go to Sanborn. Sanborn down to the right block to Martinez. Martinez's shot is no good, though. And the Lady Highlanders come away with the rebound. Pimentel will set the offense. Lady Highlanders trailing 45-28. The give is to Michael at the foul line. She puts the shot up. It's no good. And Cremone or Michael might get called for this on the reach in. It's going to go against, I think it's going to go against Cremone. Yes, it's going to go against Jen. That's going to be her third personal foul. That's the 5th team foul against the Lady Highlanders in the second half.
Cremone's going to check out. She's been great on defense all game long. She's really been down there fighting at the boards, really causing some havoc down low, and has been able to force some turnovers in transition.
Gabby Vieira coming into the game for Cremone. As Hines drives it down, looks for Sanborn. Nice job by Hines, letting the defender come to her and then finding Sanborn down on the right block for the 2.
Sanborn was able to shake Tamika.
As the runner from the left baseline is no good for Johnson. Rebound, though, for the Lady Highlanders. They put it back up and in.
Nice shot by Tamika there. Good positioning as well.
And Martinez with the shot for Dracut back the other direction. Iannuzo gets the offensive board, puts it back up and in. There's that size differential once again for Dracut.
Yeah, it's tough for Tamika to get back on that to make some position.
Looking for the last shot are the Lady Highlanders as Tamika Michaels puts it up. No good as it's blocked by Sanborn. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. It's the Lady Highlanders trail in this one by the score of 49-30 after 3 quarters of play. They came out in the second half. Dracut came out very, very aggressively defensively and were able to extend their lead at the beginning of the second half. Lady Highlanders able to adjust to that throughout the half. They were able to cut into the lead a little bit, but unfortunately that size advantage just really began to wear at them at the end of that quarter, and Dracut able to solidify that 19-point lead towards the end of the quarter.
Right, the bonus that Somerville can take away from that third quarter is the fact that they were able to score, and they were able to put some points up on the board. They just have to be able to do it on both ends. You've been able to do it defensively in one quarter, offensively the next. They got to put that together if they have any shot at making this close game and coming out of here with a win.
Lady Highlanders trailing by 19. Of course, the winner of today's game will go on to face Fontbonne, who beat Hampshire Regional in the other first round girls action by the score of 62-50. So the winner here will face off against Fontbonne tomorrow on Tuesday the 29th at 7 o'clock. The loser will face off against Hampshire Regional in the consolation game at 3 o'clock on Tuesday, December 29th. Dracut will inbounds at midcourt. As Hines has it, she's defended by Gabby Vieira. Hines will kick it out to the left wing. Shot is no good from the baseline. As Tamika comes away with the rebound.
Some excellent D down there in the post.
Somerville back quickly the other direction. Matevier's shot is no good from the right wing. As she's doing a very good job defensively there. Matevier, a one-person trap in the corner, was able to cause the turnover. So
some good pressure there at that end.
The inbounds comes to Johnson. She a little bounce pass there to Tamika Michael. No good on the shot as Dracut able to come away with the board. Sanborn running the floor. Great job there by Evelyn as she gets the big block on Sanborn. Sanborn looking for the foul. From where I sit, it looked like it was all ball, though.
Yeah, that looked clean. Evelyn climbing the tree. Get up there to smack that ball away. Gotta like that. Never give up on the ball.
Yeah, as we see the replay here, Evelyn just getting in there, getting that ball. That was all ball then.
That was awesome.
So
Good
Dracut
effort there
now
by Evelyn.
Inbounding. Inbounds comes to Sanborn on the right wing. She feeds it back to Iannuzzo. Iannuzzo's turnaround from the right block is no good. So Somerville back quickly the other direction. So Evelyn will drive this one down court. She gets trapped in the corner and a timeout is called by Coach O'Halloran.
Smart timeout taken there. Couldn't really see them getting out of that situation without having their play blow up. Best to reset, come back, try to get the first points of the quarter.
Just begun action here in the fourth quarter of play. The Lady Highlanders trailing by 19. The 15th annual Highlander Holiday Hoop Fest. Round one action as the Lady Highlanders facing off against the Lady Middies of Dracut.
We're still pretty sure it's been Shipman, right?
We are pretty sure that that's what Middies are, yeah. And I think the anchor gives that away.
Yeah, can we get the Cracker Jack research team on that?
Yeah, where's our research team with that information? We need to be digging into that. Maybe use the old Google machine and figure out what that's all about.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. Stop slacking back there in the truck. We have a truck, right?
I think there are a couple trucks, maybe pickups, out in the parking lot. I don't know whether they're ours, though.
Okay. It's probably a food truck.
It might be.
Yeah. If we could get a taco, that'd be great.
That'd be cool. I'd take a taco or a burrito.
Oh, burrito. I always go with the carnitas. Really can't go wrong.
No, you can't. As the Highlanders inbound, Evelyn loses control of the ball. They try to get it forward to Thibodeau out ahead of the defense, but just too far. Is Sabatino able to corral that one? And now Gabby Vieira with the ball. A little behind the back action there for Abby.
You gotta like that.
Good job, Gabby. Matevier gets it on the left wing. She'll drive to the right-hand side. A little underhanded shot, no good. A jump ball situation on the alternating possession. It will go to Dracut. Dumbest rule in the history of man.
That blasted possession rule. I mean, arrow, really, seriously, where's that arrow pointing except to irrelevance?
Just irrelevancy, I agree. That's exactly where it's going. That's the only place it should go. Let's have a jump ball.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, the way of the dodo is where the possession arrow is pointing. Honestly, it's just a holdover from medieval times.
Absolutely. Dracut inbounds. Somerville with the full court pressure. Trying to trap there. Thibodeau is able to get the ball, though. She gets it across midcourt. Gives it out to Iannuzzo on the right wing. Her three-pointer is no good. Good job there by Sabatino saving the ball. Back inbounds, and the Lady Highlanders have possession. Evelyn now driving into the paint. Her runner is no good.
A little too strong there.
Sanborn fighting for the rebound. She's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be called against Emily O'Regan.
It's all right. Trying to ball hawk there, trying to swipe at the ball. Fortunately got her on the arm.
That's a 16 foul against the Lady Highlanders, so Dracut will be shooting free throws for the remainder of the game. Lady Highlanders already in the bonus, as Dracut has 17 fouls here in the second half.
Yeah, you can see Sanborn here calling out instructions to her younger players on the team, trying to lead as one of the captains. They have 4 captains on this team.
Love Linnaeus checks into the game.
Oh, nice interception by O'Regan.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Good anticipation. Feeds it off to Matevier. Matevier looking to find her shot. She goes up, and she is fouled as she goes up for that shot. She'll go to the line shooting 2.
Wait. It's a shooting foul?
Apparently it is. I know. I didn't think I'd ever see a shooting foul, but that was called a shooting foul.
What's happening?
See the replay here as Matevier, little stutter step there, goes up for the shot and is fouled by Thibodeau.
That is, in fact, in the act of shooting. Just as the last 3 were that weren't called.
Matevier makes the first free throw. Second shot for Brooke is up and good. Nice stroke there by Matevier.
Yeah. She's got the nice form.
Once again, Dracut able to get the ball up court quickly. Somerville struggling to get back defensively in that situation. Good job, though.
Sabatino getting in there, able to draw the foul.
See what we've got.
As we take another long walk down this end.
Yep. The foul goes against, let's see here. The foul goes against Melissa Iannuzo. That's going to be her fourth personal foul, the 9th team foul against the Lady Middies.
Seems like we're getting more fouls called down on this end with where the ball is now than we are over on this end, which is a little weird. Better lighting, you think?
Possibly. Possibly. Different set of eyes looking at it, too. As the 1-and-run, the front end was no good. Dracut comes away with the rebound. Sanborn driving down the lane. Her runner is no good. Defended well by the Lady Highlanders. Back the other direction, they have numbers. Love Linnaeus puts it up and in. A nice adjustment there by Linnaeus as she was able to take that pass and put it in. Good bounce pass by Mativier as well.
Excellent job converting on that chance. You really need to come away with points on that, and they did.
Now Thibodeau looking for Sanborn. Miscommunication there as they throw it out of bounds. It's a 15-point lead for the Lady Middies. Lady Highlanders with the ball, though. 5:20 remaining in the game. We have a timeout on the floor. So Lady Highlanders will get the ball after we come back from this timeout on the floor. So Lady Highlanders have been able to keep this from getting out of hand, at least in terms of what Dracut has been able to do offensively. Lady Highlanders have done a great job getting back defensively, and in terms of the offensive end, they've really done a good job cutting to the basket and making their shots when they've been able to do that. Some nice passing as well that we've seen from the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, and this game isn't completely out of the question to win. They can come back from this pretty easily. They just have to convert on their chances, keep up the defense, don't foul, and just really force the issue and make Dracut make the mistakes for them.
Speaking of fouls, the Lady Highlanders will be shooting 2 free throws the remainder of this game, as the next team foul against Dracut will be their 10th. So the Lady Highlanders could make some hay from the line as well, but also it's critical they stay away from fouling, since Dracut also will be in the bonus, as the next foul for the Lady Highlanders will be their 7th team foul. So Linnaeus with the ball running the point, feeds it off to Vieira on the right wing. Vieira looking for some help. She kicks it off to O'Regan. O'Regan dribbles it in, looks for Sabatino, who could not quite control it. She's able to gain control though, as Love Linnaeus drives into the lane. Love's shot is no good. Sanborn with the rebound, and she gets it out ahead to Shea Lane. Lane is defended by Mativier well as she got back, but the weak side rebound was there for Dracut, and McMiniman with the putback, she's fouled.
I thought Love got the ball first on that and then hit the hand, but apparently I'm mistaken. Although I might be, you know, what would be the term? That I don't think.
Homer?
Yeah, a little bit. Not exactly Tommy Heinsohn, but
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You'll be giving out Braden points after the game.
Yeah, of course. They're a little bit better than Fruit Bucks, but not much.
So first free throw is good for McMiniman.
What do you give out? Todd Rupees? I don't know. What kind of?
I don't know. We got to figure something out, I guess.
Todd coupons.
There you go. What the heck?
Todd Ponds.
Todd Ponds.
Todd Ponds.
I like that. Todd Ponds.
Okay, sure. Doesn't make sense at all, but okay, yeah, let's go.
No, what the heck?
Well,
Let's run with it.
All right, cool.
We'll make it make sense.
Todd coin. Just about as...
Makes as much sense as a Tommy point.
Yeah, there you go.
As the foul is going to be called on the floor. Lady Highlanders will go to the line, though. So that foul was called against McMiniman.
And this is the person you want to have on the line is Brooke.
No question about that.
Like I said earlier, if you can make up some points with the clock stopped, it definitely helps chances to come back into getting in this game again.
And there's Brooke getting fouled right there. She makes that first free throw. Second one is up and good as well. Hines running the point for Dracut, gets the ball forward as Fisher gets it to Lane. Lane will kick it back out to Hines. As they look down to Sanborn. Sanborn, a little spinner there down on the right block. As she missed the first, was able to get her own rebound and was fouled going up for the putback.
Yeah.
Love Linnaeus just doesn't have the size down there to deal with the size of Sanborn.
Not much you can do in that situation. Love's got a bad matchup there and unfortunately couldn't get the ball, or couldn't even try to get the ball away from Sanborn.
So Sanborn at the line shooting 2. That's going to be Linnaeus' 3rd personal foul, the 8th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Sanborn's first is good. As Correa checks into the game. Or Kiara Correa, I should say.
Oh, right. Now let me ask you, Todd, out of all the Highlanders out on the court right now, who are your, what's your favorite shoe-sock combo? I gotta go with Brooke.
I like Brooke. I like Brooke's shoe-sock combo. It's very solid, but then again, see, I went to school at University of Tennessee, so anything that's bright and orange, I like.
Oh, God. That creamsicle orange that Tennessee wears?
Yes, absolutely. Bright orange. It's a wonderful thing. As Linnaeus gets the ball stolen away by Valerie Hines. Hines goes in. She's fouled by Linnaeus going up for the shot and makes the bucket. So she goes to the line for the old school 3-point play.
I did not know you went to the University of Tennessee.
I did.
Ah, see.
I've got big orange hair. I had no choice.
Yeah, you kind of, it's either that or clown college.
Well, I wouldn't need a wig.
No, you wouldn't, Bozo.
No, not at all. Big shoes, that's all I'd need. Shot is no good there for Hines. So the Lady Highlanders back the other direction. Linnaeus crosses over. Right-handed runner is no good. Hines comes away with the rebound. Sabatino trying to steal it there. She'll get called for the foul. Lady Highlanders doing what they have to do. They have to try to force the action. They're trailing in this one by 18 points. So trying to force the action there. Sabatino getting called for the foul. That's their 10th team foul. So Dracut will be at the line shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Yeah, down at that end. I like what Love tried to do, slashing inside, coming down the lane, try to get points, but got to convert on the layups.
Hines' first shot, no good. Jen Cremoni checking back into the game along with Melina Pimentel. Matevier and Linnaeus taking a seat. Hines' second shot is no good. Correa gets the rebound. Pimentel will run the point for the Lady Highlanders. As Correa drives into the lane, she fires up the shot, and she's called for the offensive foul. As McMiniman was said to have possession in that situation.
I'm not too sure about that, but Kiara did go into the situation and taking into the drive. She seemed a little out of control, so I guess Dracut gets the benefit of the call there.
Could call it a player control foul in that situation. Dracut back the other direction. Sanborn with the ball, drives down the right baseline. She goes up for the shot and is fouled.
Yeah, Somerville still hasn't found an answer for Sanborn. Whenever she seems to get the ball down here on the offensive end of the court for them, she seems to be able to get a shot up and almost always is able to get her own rebound.
The foul goes against Emily O'Regan. That's her 4th personal foul. Sanborn at the line for 2. Makes her first. Sabatino checks out of the game. Kylie Johnson checking in. Sanborn looking to make it a 20-point lead for Dracut. And she does. Three minutes, 20 seconds left. Is Sanborn, good anticipation there, reads that pass. Great anticipation by Pimentel as well. She feeds Correa to the right side. Correa with the right-handed runner, no good. And we're going to go back the other direction. We have a whistle, though. It'll stop action. I believe Dracut stepped out of bounds and didn't reestablish position inbounds before they touched the ball, so the Lady Highlanders will get the ball. Pimentel feeds to the inside.
Nice.
Johnson with the shot. It's good, and she'll go to the line for the old school 3-point play.
And that was an excellent look by her, realizing the defender was all over, going up while the defender was out of position and being able to bang that one home.
You see Kylie Johnson getting control of the ball. Able to get that foul there. And completes the old school three-point play with 3 minutes remaining in the game. Hines feeds the ball forward. The shot is up, no good. Weak side rebound, though, for Dracut. Back to Hines at the top of the key. Three-pointer is up, no good by Otoski.
There you go.
Lady Highlanders come away with the rebound. Pimentel has it, feeds it over to Correa. Correa with the one-handed runner from the right side is good.
Great look by Pimentel. She didn't even break the dribble. One-handed pass across the court right over to Kiara. Ooh.
There you see that size from Sanborn.
Yes.
Did not have position at all, but was able to just reach over and grab the ball. Missed the shot, though, and back the other direction are the Lady Highlanders.
Oh.
Nice little touch pass there by Pimentel, but unfortunately Correa could not finish. Dracut back the other direction. Sanborn with the ball. She's going to be fouled, and that's going to do it for Emily O'Regan's day, as that's going to be her 5th personal foul. She's going to foul out of this contest.
Yeah, cute little wave to the fans as she walks off the court. Knew it was on her, too. Nothing she could do in that situation.
It's going to bring in Miranda Melanson for the Lady Highlanders. Sanborn at the line shooting 2. 15-point lead here for Dracut. First one by Sanborn is good.
As much as we like Brooks' orange and pink shoe sock combo, you got to give it up to Kiara. She's going with the peach and the purple.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good combo.
She's
I gotta
working the
admit.
peas. And the neon green's a nice touch.
I do like the neon green. Second shot is no good. Pimentel will bring it down floor. And she will draw the foul as she drives into the lane. So Pimentel will go to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, as far as 2 Somerville players that have been most active on the court today, offensively and defensively, I'd have to give it to Pomoni and Pimentel. They've really been able to make the game as close as it is, because they're really out there balling as hard as they can.
Pimentel makes the first of 2. Second shot by Pimentel is good. Pimentel back defensively trying to steal that inbounds, and she's going to get called for the foul, reaching in. Not in agreement is Molina.
That's putting it nicely.
That's going to be Molina's 3rd personal. So Toski will go back to the line for 2. As you can see the replay here. Good job by Pimentel as she knocked the ball away, but then got called for the reach in.
I'd say 25 really fell on her, more than anything else.
I'd say that's probably the way it looked to me as well. Toski's first shot was no good. Second shot rolls home. Pomoni has the ball. She tries the bounce pass to the corner. Good anticipation there by Dracut, as Iannuzo is able to steal the ball away and is immediately fouled.
And we'll walk back down to the other end of the court again.
Minute 43 remaining in the game. Gabby Vieira about to check in back into the game for the Lady Highlanders. Iannuzo's first shot up, no good.
You see Pimento is motioning to Kiara, who's standing back here at the half-court line, to bleed out at the end of this. She's going to look to get the ball up the court to her.
Second shot is good. Pimentel now quickly down floor, loses control, but it's picked up. Johnson's shot is no good. Toski with the rebound.
There it is.
Thanks, Molina.
Thanks, Molina. She adjusted such a nice young lady.
Absolutely. Melina adjusting our screen there as we almost got hit by the ball.
I was a little scared there for myself.
I'll protect you. Don't worry, Braden. I got good hands.
Hold me.
I was a goalkeeper when I played soccer, so I have very good hands.
I'll take your word for it.
Get the replay of Pimentel trying to adjust our screen there. There we go.
Look at
A little
that.
help there.
See, she even helps the elderly.
Yes, she does.
Out here doing community work.
Cremone will leave the floor. That's her 5th personal foul. Iannuzzo at the line, shooting 2. Checking into the game is Emily Sabatino. Iannuzzo's first, no good. Second free throw up, short, no good, front rim, long rebound. We have a jump ball as Gabby Vieira was able to reach in there and cause the tie-up. And on the possession arrow, greatest rule in the history of the game, the Lady Highlanders come away with the ball.
Tremendous technological advancement. It's really, high-tech wonderment that helps us really enjoy the game more.
And we have another jump ball situation, tie ball. On the alternating possession, it goes to Dracut. That's the dumbest rule ever.
The blasted, antiquated, completely out of touch possession arrow.
Absolutely. I mean, we have advanced technologically. We can do better than an alternating possession arrow.
Maybe we should send it back to the guys on the truck. They can come up with something.
Good steal there by Pimentel. She drives the left-hand side.
Oh!
I don't know how she put that in, but she kissed it off the glass with spin.
Yes. And she's able to force the turnover, get the ball back for Somerville.
Great play there by Pimentel as we see the replay here on that shot. Look at the spin she had on this ball.
That's unbelievable. High off the glass, too.
Highlanders with the baseline drive. The shot is up, and it is good for Johnson. It's a 12-point lead now for Dracut. 40 seconds remaining in the game. As it's out of bounds off of Pimentel. She reached in there and was able to knock the ball away from Iannuzzo.
I would disagree. I'd say 15 lost that ball going out of bounds, handed it right to the ref. I didn't see Pimentel get her hand in there. She was forcing it along the sideline there.
Dracut inbounds. Toski kicks it back to the right wing to Lane. Lane defended by Pimentel there as Iannuzzo gets it.
Oh, tie-up.
There we go. Sabatino, great job getting in and causing the tie-up. Iannuzzo a little rough there. She tried to pull the ball away.
Hey, we all want to go home, but, a lot of us like to walk out of here.
Yeah, no doubt. Alternating possession will go to the Lady Highlanders. Best rule in the history of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a testament to the human condition.
Good high screen there by Correa. As Sabatino makes the baseline drive, but couldn't quite finish there and then gets called for the foul, fighting for the rebound. 15.7 seconds remaining in the game. Lady Highlanders trailing by 12.
And we've been in the bonus for a long time.
Very long time.
I think the ladies are getting winded just walking down to the end of the court and back. Every single possession.
So Toski back at the line for the Lady Middies. First shot is up. Rolls home.
Gets the kind bounce. I think we should look into getting one of those headbands for you.
I could rock the headband. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah. Be a good look on you.
Thank you.
I mean, whatever we can do to help you out up there.
Anything. I need as much help as I can get, I got to admit.
Yeah.
As the ball out of bounds off of Melina Pimentel, so on the turnover, it'll go back to Dracut. No quit in these Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, I can see him play the full 32.
Lane will pass the ball off. The jumper is no good. Over the back, Martinez is called for the over the back against Dracut. So with 4.8 seconds left, the Lady Highlanders will be
as the Somerville fans let themselves be known. Just heard a couple raspberries coming out of the front row.
4.8 seconds left on the clock. Lady Highlanders trailing by 13. 2 shots coming.
All right, Gabby. Come on, Gab.
Gabby Vieira going up to the free throw line. Gabby's first shot, no good, off the back rim.
Come on, Gabby. Up over it, Gab.
Second free throw for Vieira. It's good. As Dracut now with possession, this should end the game. As the clock does run out, the Lady Highlanders lose in this contest by the score of 48-60. Dracut coming away with the victory. They will go on to face Fontbonne Academy tomorrow at 7 o'clock on Tuesday the 29th. In the championship game, Hampshire Regional will face off against the Lady Highlanders at 3 o'clock in the consolation game. You know, in this game, Braden, the Lady Highlanders kept it close in the first quarter. In the second quarter and the third quarter, it seemed Dracut was able to get that lead. They were able to extend it all the way to about 20 points in the third quarter of play. It never got further than that, but the Lady Highlanders just weren't able to cut into it the remainder of the game, and that size really made a difference.
Right, yeah, the advantage that they were able to build through their size to get a lead that big, really hard for the Highlanders to overcome something like that. But, you know, they tried as hard as they could. They played for the full game, didn't show any quit, something that you can build upon as you go forward, and as they face off against Hampshire tomorrow. You'd like to see them come out with that same intensity and, you know, finish strong here, because they are hosting the Holiday Hoop Fest here, and you want to see them do something strong in their home court.
No doubt about that, as the Holiday Hoop Fest, 15th annual Holiday Hoop Fest here at Somerville High School. Lady Highlanders losing in the opening round game, but some good positives to pull from it. Good performances by Melina Pimentel,
yes.
Also by Love Linnaeus, Jid Cremone, great performances by them. Kiara Correa also very good offensively.
Does she get a Todd point? Does she get a Todd point?
I'm giving a Todd point. I'm giving a Todd point.
All right.
So, unfortunately, a loss for the Lady Highlanders, a 12-point loss, 48-60, as Dracut will go on to the championship game. The Lady Highlanders in the consolation game facing off against Hampshire Regional tomorrow at 3 o'clock on December 29th. That's going to do it for us here at Somerville High School in the field house, as we have been watching Somerville Lady Highlander basketball. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Braden Moriarty for Somerville Educational Channel 15. Thank you very much.